I think around 10 o'clock, that rain started turning into snow. It just got so cold and so miserable.
Hör zu bitte, der Nick folgenden Plan. Ihr kommt jetzt hier vor,
Ja.
sammelt uns ein und der RV muss hierher kommen.
Den haben wir schon bestellt.
Der kann auch. Ja, okay. Der RV muss hierher kommen irgendwo.
Ja.
Und dann der Niki will dort pennen.
Okay.
Recovern und dann morgen im guten Wetter das lieber wettmachen,
Okay.
als jetzt in der Scheiße dann noch
Ja.
3 Stunden herumzuhaschen.
Ja.
So I was like, guys, like I'm not gonna do this now. Like I can't make it. I'm not gonna be able to run another 25 Ks all the way up to Barstow in snowy conditions, in rain and cold, etc. We found a little place where you can pull in on the side of the road. We had the RV coming back, and decided that Lemmy, my sister, and myself stay in the RV. Mikey then went back up to the hotel with Fabi and Sophia, and so they went up there. They had a good rest up there, and then came back the next day to kind of venture onwards. I like to say and I like to believe that everything happens for a reason, to be quite fair, and I think stopping over on the side of the road, having had that night's rest in the RV, never mind the hotel would have been more comfortable, but having been in the RV, plus I think then the team kind of being a bit, recharged, I think it was perfect. And waking up, getting all dressed up already and setting to go, and then seeing that sunrise in the distance along that road, wow, that was beautiful. Day 3. We're in good spirit. It did get pretty cold, as I said, the night prior, and obviously gets cold during the night as well. Then you actually feel the sun kind of, hitting your body, warming up your body as you run onwards, and that was truly beautiful. So I was running well, had some light jogging, some little bit of faster running, some walking in between, especially on the hills, and that eventually got me to Barstow. We were emptying the tanks and then refueling the car at that time. So while the team was doing it, I was kind of venturing and running onwards by myself, pretty much through the entirety of Barstow. And then suddenly I kind of run across the street, run along the road, the pavement. I look to my right and then I see James. Then that was pretty crazy, because at the end of the day, it's just 12, 13 people of us out here running. I mean, what are the chances of actually stumbling into someone? Given that there's no route, there's no direction, obviously there's some rough guidance and there's some talking around prior, but at the end of the day, like everyone just goes pretty freestyle. I know James from the kind of Instagram, social media world a little bit, and he's big in the running and great photographer and pretty great guy overall. And I met him 2016 doing UTMB, and we've kind of speaking briefly there. He dropped out, I dropped out, and basically that race of me dropping out, the story that I've experienced there, brought me to the speed project. Long story short, the fact that this guy, which I met in Saint-Gervais back in 2019 in France, I suddenly stumbled upon him, you know, around 4 years later, in the middle of nowhere in America, in Barstow, in this other race. Just kind of signifies to me like a thing around things coming full circle. And so that was definitely hyping me up and giving me some additional energy on that day. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I kind of said to him, look, we'll just continue running, or we both agreed we'll just continue running, we're doing our own thing. He continued doing his mission in terms of supporting himself, not wanting any support, assistance from anyone. And so I did also my thing completely with, you know, the support and assistance that I wanted. And we just happened to be running along the same road. So we gonna go straight and then us make a left? Is that OG? Is that the cold guy?
He's doing OG, yeah.
My body felt pretty good at that point. My mind was in a good place. Also knowing we were halfway there. Again, there was some little bit of a mental thing now going on in regards to, okay, how are we gonna amend the route? How are we gonna tackle those final 2-3 days of the speed project? Because at the end of the day, we were supposed to reach Baker, but given the time that we have kind of lost the day before, maybe even also running a little bit slower than expected, that we had to find a place to stop and pull in alongside the road towards Baker a little bit before. And coming in that evening after a very, very long road through the desert, I was again very excited and happy to be there. Sure, at that point the legs starting to hurt a little bit and the body starts to hurt and aches a little bit, but knowing that never mind the pain and injuries or whatever that occur along the way, it's my choice. So I always tell myself that I have the choice to put myself into this situation, no one else. I think whenever there are those bits where, hey, sure, there is pain and there is agony coming in, I'll just try to put it into perspective towards what else is happening in life and what's going on in our world in general. After some searching and navigating on maps and speaking to each other and knowing, okay, where are we going to go, what makes sense, we found a good place, I think after around again 90, 100 kilometers odd, to station the RV and pull in and take a break.